It's Vietnamese gang members here. Freedom is good, man. Freedom is good. Enjoy your freedom, man. No matter who you are. If you're an ex-convict, if you ain't never been to prison, even if you're in the gang now, enjoy your freedom, man. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times, we got so much going on with our lives, man, that we didn't really pay attention to our freedom. You know what I'm saying? Until we lost it. Beautiful Saturday, man. Tax season. I'm over here in my homeboy office. Do graduate, certified accountant. Yeah, I ain't gonna bootleg one. Anyway, I recommend it, man. Filing taxes as part of your success. You know, you gotta give Uncle Sam back some of that money. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. I know cash is king, but I'm gonna tell you, credit can get anything you want. You want it. You know what I'm saying? So, filing taxes, man, it's also part of your future. Whatever you're trying to do, start a business, buying new homes. Nowadays, they always look at your taxes, man, and your income. So if you haven't done so, man, do so. But many of y'all on here know that I'm 45 years old, Vietnamese gang member. I got my Fed times, 120 months. End up doing 108 good times. And a lot of times, Asian gangs of all sorts. And as you can see, we don't like to talk a lot about our criminal activity in the past, man. Especially, I'm 45, and you got some older guys that are older than me. Their English are limited, But me, I'm blessed. I'll be able to share some of my experiences, just so, y'all can see that Asian in America, man, we struggle just like any ethnicity, in this country. And a lot of us, man, we came here looking for a better life, but then we end up joining the gangs and committing crimes. But I was fortunate enough, that I never had to go under somebody's wings. You know what I'm saying? I never had to go through that. I built my own reputation with who I am. So, when I was 20, I already got many young homies. You know what I'm saying? In the peak, we got about 40 homies, and a lot of time people say, but y'all ain't on the news. Our goal were not trying to make on the news, But one thing I do see a lot of Asian young homies, when they're 13, 14, 15, or even 16, when they join the gang, they go to this older cat they call OGs. To me, those older cat is the old manipulators, man. To be honest with you, I mean, at the age of 13, 14, 15, 16, you run away from home. You came from broken home. There's no love at home. There's abuse at home. There's no money at home. And you ran into these gangs. You thought that you're going to find all this. But when you join this gang, this old head, I call manipulators. You know what I'm saying? It's old liars, man. Put a gun in this young homie's hand and ask them to go rob, to go kill, to go do a drive-by. I never had to do that with my young homies. You know what I'm saying? I never had to do that because the real reason we joined our clique were for protection, man. We protect each other. And this young homie came to me, most of them, 90% of them, 13, 14, 15, you know what I'm saying, 16, came to me because they needed support. They needed protection. So I would never ask them to do something that I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I always have a plan. I always create a strategy that will not lead you to the prison for the rest of your lives. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it happened. The young homie came to me. I remember one time, one of young homie dad came to me, knocked on my door. So I guess the homie told his dad where I stay at. So the dad came and brought the young homie, came to me and say, you know, my son wanted to get out of the game. You want to jump him? Go ahead and jump him. You know, I want my son to get out. It's funny, man. I look at the dad because at that time I just had my little girl. Like my daughter was like 1 month old. And I look at the dad and I say, I don't have to do nothing. You know, this clique is for those who want to stay. This clique, it wasn't meant for that. He can leave. You know what I'm saying? And I had another young homie that he ran away from home. You know, his mom came to me and said, you know, she would ask me, she said, can you please tell him home and go to school? So the young homie, I told the young homie, go back home and go to school. We still brothers. You know, don't drop out. You know, you still part of the brotherhood. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere, but go home, make your mom happy. So you see, so I'm encouraging the young homies to be the good sons, you know. But a lot of times, man, we come from broken homes, we come from abuse, we come from lack of love, lack of financial support. We just go out and look for this thing elsewhere, man. But when we came to these gangs, we got manipulated, man. We got tricked into it. We you know, they got their hands out and they put the guns into their hands and made them go kill, man, go rob, go drive by. And that's why some of them end up in prison. You know, I would never call these old head motherfuckers OG. I would call them old liars, old manipulators. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't really guiding and leading the young homies the right way. They couldn't do the job themselves, so they send the young homies to go ahead and handle that. You know, that's why I don't respect a lot of these old heads. I don't, you know. Remember I told you that old head that affiliate with the Hip Centon? He might not be in one of them, but I remember he owned a restaurant on Bifford Highway called First China, and then he owned a few massage parlors. You know, he tried to manipulate me to take care of his business with the Fukin. You know, he said the Fukin stepping on his toes, like try to step into his area where he had all these massage parlors. He wanted me to handle business. You know, it's a transaction. I said, hey, give me some money. Give my homie some money so we handle the business. You know, but guess what? He tried to manipulate me to do it for free. I said, nah. See, this is kind of things that going on in the Asian gangs, man. You know, the old head. See, when the upper echelon you are, the older you are, the more business you are doing, the more good business. All the leftover and the crumbs, the bad business, they give it to the little young homies. All the robbery, all the home invasion, all the drugs that deal in house drug that they don't want to touch, they give it to you. You know, they got all the good ones. They got like the export, they got like the restaurant business, they got like the merchant business, they got like the credit card businesses. All this good business, and the old heads take over. You know what I'm saying? All the sorry ones, they give it to us. But luckily, you know, I'm my own man to this day. You know, if I run into an old head, respectfully, you know, but other than that, they ain't finna trick me or my homies. You know, the next thing you realize is that's why they said you got to put in the works, right? That's why you don't want to join no gangs. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be part of something that you're not going to be able to receive the things that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? All these gangs, it's just part of systematic sickness that going on in our society, man. That people just think we can find the thing that we miss at home. The truth be told, man, Asian gang, just like any gangs in our society, they're selfish. They do things in a way that they make you be the forefront, like sacrificial lamps. You know what I'm saying?